What's up guys, Wilson here, welcome back to another episode of my Accrington career mode. It's episode 3 and today we are against Bristol Rovers. We're looking to start our season off today. We've had a bit of a bad start. I believe we have 4 points from a possible 9. It's not the best. We're expected to come mid-table. That's exactly... that's the right amount of points for a mid-table team really, but we really want to get promoted, so... These 3 games we play in this episode, these are all huge. Still haven't signed Lucas Piazon. It's starting to come pretty annoying now. I've still got my starting team. I've sold a few players, so it's even weaker. We get a game kicked off here. Barnett coming back inside. He's a good player. I'm glad I haven't sold him. Back to Linfield. He shoots, and it's a good save. And I was looking for a header there, but it's cleared away. Smith, I believe, down the side now. I dominated the first 15 minutes, but oh my god, I could not believe it when that broke out. What sort of name's that? I couldn't believe it when that went in. I mean, just right past the keeper. Oh, I really need a new keeper. But Linfield cuts inside again. He's become quite a good player, and just great. He's quite good again. But obviously he'll be replaced by Piazon. It's crossed in. Gray, the header. Boom. Not the paciest of players, but he's got some good strength. He's an alright header of the ball, and he'll do for now. If he's going to score goals like that, he can stay in the team if he wants. He's my best striker at the moment, so he's always going to be there. In all honesty, it's a goal you'd expect him to score, really. He has the stats for them sort of goals. That's perfect. I was hoping to keep it as a draw here, but oh my god. I couldn't even... I was so angry at that point. When my keeper does that, I mean, you could go back and watch the replay for that, but I didn't want to watch the replay. I mean, basically, he punched it. It was a pathetic punch from the keeper, and it was just terrible. As you can see here again, 80th minute, they just go through again and score. Such a bad start to the episode, really. I'm sorry about this, guys. In an episode where I really needed to win all 3 games, this was such a demoralising start, in all honesty. But we kick it off here, right back into it, Mingoya, and back of the net. Right back into it, ultra attacking. We've been ultra attacking quite a while now, but finally get our reward, and we go for it, but no. It finishes 3-2. Not a terrible start to the episode, really. And we move on. As you can see, we actually have to offer Piazon 8,250, 6,000 more than his actual wage at Chelsea. But as you can see, we finally get him. After all this time, we finally get him. I'm so happy at this point, so pumped. I mean, we get rid of NCL, but it's a huge deal. And I think our season starts now. Really, we've got a great striker. I'll be playing as striker, and it's going to be. I was really looking forward to kicking into the next game. I got an offer for Barnett here. I was thinking of selling him because I got offered 160,000, how much he's worth, but at the end of the day, I decided not to. I put in Piazon here. You can see my team; it's looking pretty good. I mean, nothing's changed apart from the striker. Really, I don't think I've put BE on the reserves. I believe I put him on the reserves, and I say every episode he's not going to play now. Really, Piazon, he goes right out there. He's a left winger. Hopefully, if I can get another striker in the upcoming season, such as Benzia, I'll probably put Piazon further out wide. But as for now, he's a striker. He's a really good player. Like, I reckon he's really good because I reckon whilst he's in League 2, I reckon he's about League 1 standard. So hopefully if I can move up to League 1, like his stats will become like Championship standard. For example, when I move it to the Championship, he's probably Premiership worthy player. So it'd be worth a lot of money at that point. I probably won't even sell him then, because he'll have been with me from the start. Huge player, and I've played with him so much that I don't know, but I've played with him before, and he just becomes great. He becomes one of Brazil's best players, one of the world's best players. Kick it in a 5th minute, boom, into the back of the net. It's a sloppy goal. We're against Oxford United, I believe. It's a sloppy goal, but I'll take it. 5th minute. I really needed the win here, and I went all out. And if that had been my keeper, I would have been really angry. But I'm happy that for once it's gone for me in terms of the keeper playing badly. They go through here. I think the defending is my worst. The worst thing about me when it comes to career mode. They hit the post. I don't clear it again, and it's happened again. Oh, I just need to learn just to whack it upfield really. But they get it back and they put it back in. I was angry at that point because I always say I should clear it. But Piers on, boom. There you go. That's what we paid the money for. That's why we're paying all those wages for that. A very good goal. That's the way I score most of my goals, cutting back inside, and Pearson's the perfect man to do that. I mean, it's not the best of goals, but it's just the way the turn just creates so much space, and no one else could do that. Gray couldn't do that. Linfield couldn't do that. Bocco couldn't do that. But I really needed the win. I was so angry again at this point. I drew it level because my defending's just been poor recently. It took me till the 65th minute to create another decent scoring opportunity. Cut back inside of Pearson, and yes, it's another goal for Pearson. 2 goals. He's going for his hat trick now. But it's another cut back inside. It's the perfect way to score. If you have Pearson, just do that. I mean, all the League 2 defenders just get completely done by it, and he can hit it into the back of the net. The keeper's not even that good. I really wanted a 2-goal cushion because I know how many times I've given away goals, and I was looking with Linfield, and I was hoping just to keep the ball for a while. Really, I was surprised I got a penalty, but I'll take it any day of the week. Pearson, hopefully putting it top corner, going top left. Is he going to score? Yes, he is. Boom. There you go, 2-goal cushion, 78th minute. I surely had to win now. It's a Pearson hat trick on his debut. I mean, he's going to do great things at the club. Really, I think. He's going to be a great player. I mean, you can tell that. I mean, his stats reflected it at first. So we're moving to the 90th minute, just hoping to keep this. I mean, and they put it in. It was completely my fault. They're not the keeper's fault. They're Smalley, but I was pretty confident I'd win from this point. I just had to keep the ball a little bit, and as you can see, we do. It's a big win, really. It's a huge win. It appears on hat trick. And we move into transfer deadline day here. I decided to put up a few players to transfer because I wanted a new keeper and maybe a new central midfielder, depending on who I did sell. But I had to rely on players selling, so I had to put some players up. I was looking, and there was quite a few players I would have put up, but I couldn't because they had recently joined the club. I would have put up BT as well, but he's retiring. And the loanees as well. I don't really want any of those loanees. I'd love to just end the deal to have them on loan to get some more wage budget, but I can't, which is really annoying because I didn't even choose them to be here. I don't want them there. I should get out of my club, but hey ho. As you can see, most of the stuff I don't really care about. Like for example, like Tim Howard to Torino, I really don't care. But Luke Joyce, I was sceptical about it because he's a very good central midfielder. Then I remembered about Pedro Zogu. You can see him in a minute. You'll probably be able to see him in a minute. I get 5,000, perfect to buy them both. Pedro Zogu, central midfielder. But first I go in to get Carvalho. Then I go in to get Pedro Zogu. Carvalho wants 3k. Zogu wants 2k, and I had 5k, and that's perfect. Couldn't have asked for better. They're the 2 players that I really wanted to sign. They're 2 really good free agents, and I get them both. And at this point, I was really excited about my team. I'd signed 3 really big players this episode, and they were both all starting 11 players. All of them were really good, and they were both on international duty, I believe, for Peru or something. They must have a pretty bad international team if they're gonna have them on international duty. I accepted this offer with only an hour left. And I did actually sell him, which I was happy with because I'd have wanted the money for January transfer window. I knew I wouldn't be able to buy anyone at that transfer window, but whether anyone would have come in for him at that point, I don't know. So I'm happy that I sold him then. I put Carvalho in there. He's a good player, 65 overall at the start. He's instantly better than Belford, who was on loan. I didn't realise he was on loan, but turns out he is. So it's pretty annoying that I have him on loan because I'm not going to be using him. But oh well. I have Carvalho now. He grows into quite a good keeper. He has some pretty good stats. That's 72 diving. Not too bad. I'll kick it into our final game against Northampton at home. I believe they were 4th in the table at the time of me playing. A water ball over 3rd minute through to Linfield, shrugs off the defender, and boom. What a start. With our new team, with our new lock team, a new centre defensive midfielder, a new goalkeeper, and a pretty new striker. None of them score. Well, I wouldn't be expecting the goalkeeper to score really, but it's Linfield who scores. I'll ban it. Yes. 2-0. 2-goal cushion. At this point I was so confident. I was so happy. This is my best start to a game so far this season. And whether it's a coincidence, my new signings, or they've buoyed the team, I don't really know, but it's looking good. Now, I'm sad to put this in slow motion. I mean, look at that. One touch. Boom. What a goal from Barnett. It's a finesse. Not as OP as they were last year. And honestly, they're not OP at all. But what a finish from a League 2 player. You'd be impressed with a Championship player. Not a Championship, a Premiership player to score that. What a good goal. Boom. Finesse. Finessa. Into the back of the net. Boom. I say boom quite a lot. That really did deserve it. A very good goal. We dominated this game. Linfield cut inside again. An easy way to score. And there. Another goal. 48th minute. Great start to the second half. Started the first half well, Linfield did. Scored very well with a goal. It started the second half in the exact same form. At 4-0, I knew there was no coming back. I mean, there's nothing I could have done about that. Not Carvalho's fault. He had an alright game. He had a few blunders, but I managed to clear off the line a few times, so it's not bad. He'll get better. As you can see here, 90th minute, Miller. No goals for Piazon this game, but the rest of the team made up for it with 5 goals. Miller, another finesse. Not as good as Barnett's, but a lovely goal all the same. And what a great way to end the episode. The final game of the episode. In this episode, like I said before, I really had to win all 3 games, but I lost one. But to finish the episode on such a high was great. We are currently sat 7th in the table. Yeah, 10 points, 6 points off the top. An automatic promotion. Don't really know why I showed you the bottom. You can see Dagenham at the bottom. But not Chesterfield, Bradford City at the top. Well, we're 6 points away from them. We're coming for you, Bradford. That's all I can say. We're coming for you. Next episode. Be sure to like and favourite the video, guys. It'll be out Wednesday, I believe, the next video. So stay tuned for that. And goodbye.